This weekend was book club meeting, and we read the book, The Alchemist by Paul Cohelo. That's how you pronounce his name. It was a deep book. The story is a very simple story. It's a shepherd that has a dream that there's a treasure waiting for him in Egypt at the pyramids. Simple story. A gypsy tells him to go and find his treasure, and he falls in love. And simple story. But when you're reading it, there's so many gems, so many not philosophies, but I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for. But just so many gems that you can take with you along life, like sayings, old sayings, or like I said, no one knows the end of time, or I don't know. One of the book club members said that her grandmother told her that if something's for you, you'll hear it from more than two people. So just sayings like that in the book, the alchemist told the boy, which is funny that he's called a boy because he loves wine and he loves women, but he's the boy, Santiago. So the alchemist told him towards the end of his travels, the end of the book, that if something only happens once, it won't happen again. But if it happens twice, it will most likely happen a third time. So it's a simple saying, but it's just true. It's something to think about. But yeah, it was a good book. That dealt with love, spirituality, the main story of the book. The main message of the book was following your heart. They use the phrase your personal legend. Everyone has their personal legend. Your purpose here in this world, in this realm, this dimension. But yeah, it just makes you think, like, who cares about what people think of you or what society says or what your mama said you need to do? That you just follow your heart. Do what you, as long as you know that you can sleep at night and be comfortable with yourself. Do you, be you. Everyone, you only get one life in this world. Live it to the fullest. Don't be on your deathbed having regrets. There was one part in the book where Santiago, he fell in love twice, but this Fatima was his one true love. And it's a beautiful love story too. But when he met Fatima in the Oasis, he was like, I'm cool. Like, I found a beautiful woman. I can be the council of Oasis, help the tribe, and like, I'm good. We can get married. I got some money now. And the alchemist told him, no, you need to continue on your journey and find your treasure. And he was like, Fatima is my treasure. She smelled good. She sounds good. He was in love. But the alchemist told him that, yeah, you will fall and she loves you. You love her. And for probably about a year, you'll be cool. But eventually, you'll start thinking about what you want. It doesn't go, if that's what your heart says. If your heart tells you you want something, you have to go for it. And no matter what you think that you may possibly, like, it changed now since you find someone or you get a new job, or no, it's not going to change. One day you're going to look back and say, damn, I wish I would have, because that's what your heart told you. That was something that you desired. It doesn't change. Anyway, another thing that I got from the book is that we need to live in the moment more. And these are all things that we know and people say, but it's true. And this book really brings it home for you, that we need to start meditating more. I need to start meditating more and living in the moment, not so worried about the past, not worried about the future so much, and actually just living in the moment. And they talked about omens, which I know I probably watched some damn thriller or some crazy movie that talked about omens, but I never really thought about it in, like, real life. And I would just say that omens is like a sign from God. Some people might say a sign from the universe. The book may say from the soul of the world. But if you're so consumed with the past, you're in your head, you're worried about the past, and you're thinking about the future, you are not in the present where you can see the signs. I just thought about a verse in the Quran where they said that and then I just forgot about that quick. The signs of Allah, like love and things like that. I have to find the verse. I'm going to find the verse and I'm going to memorize it. I say it was one of my favorite surahs in the Quran. But yeah, if you don't use it, you will lose it. Allah will take it from you. Yes, indeed. But yeah, so just live in the moment, and that's where you can just see things. I mean, take the time to smell the roses. So they say. Anyway, but yeah, it was a good book. This is my first review. I decided that I was going to just do this review because I wanted to do something for book club, and I wanted to, and especially someone asked me like the other day, you guys just read the book and then meet and talk about it and just go on to the next book. And I said, yeah, that's what we do. But I also wanted to do something for people that maybe couldn't make it out to the meetings. Our meetings are so good. I mean, and sometimes I always want a lot of people to be there, like all the book club members and all the book club guests to be there. But when it's just like a few of us, we can just talk, go on and on, because it goes. Well, I think women just do that anyway. Men too, they could too, but I know women. And we do have male book club members, but yeah, they're far and few there. Yeah, that's a whole other story. But so, you know, it's mostly women. When we, however, book club member Sean King did show up for our book club meeting when we read Year of Yes by Chandra Rhimes. Did I say that right? This is my first one. I promise to be better. But this is my advice. I'm going to do it. I said I would do it, so I'm doing it. And yeah, I'm probably going to look back at this and shake my head. Anyway, yeah, so The Alchemist, I suggest everyone read it. I read it in probably like 4 hours, give or take. But it's a short read, but it's a wealth of just inspiration. It's kind of sad too. Like if you're older and you read this and you start thinking about what, oh fuck, just go. Excuse me, I'm driving. People don't know how to drive. I'm gonna have to edit this because I can't have this in my book club video. Getting back to the book. So if you are an older person and you read this book and you start thinking about things that like dreams that you had and you can't like make that dream, you can't live that dream because of maybe age or time, or I don't know, it could kind of be depressing too. So if you're in that situation, you probably, I don't know. Okay, yeah, there it is.